You're about to get smart?
I'm about to get very smart there.
It's Val's shirt.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you guys are in Toronto, you need your car detailed. The muscle mouse.
Yeah, shout out to our
Auto
buddy.
Sport. Okay, come on, Capone.
Our buddy Val. Freezing over there.
Come on, Daisy.
Is Daisy coming too?
Daisy's gonna be. Daisy's. Look at see how excited she is.
I know.
Because she doesn't want me to leave her.
I know.
So I'm gonna take them for a quick walk down the street. It's gonna be part of our jaywalking today.
She's got separation anxiety. Woohoo! Nice.
No, she won't.
It's not windy at least today.
No. Is it cold though?
A little bit, but not
Is
bad.
this how it is in your house?
Yeah, it's about right. Look at that! Look at that!
So I haven't jaywalked. I did yesterday a little bit, just taking the dog. Come on. See what happens when I put her down. She'll walk a little bit. Come on. If people ask me, they see the Instagram stories. Hey, don't go too far. Come here, because there's a car coming. Come here. They see the Instagram stories and they're like, how do you keep the dogs from running away? You know how most dogs won't stay, right?
Yeah.
So
They're attached to you. Those dogs. They won't leave your side. Well, they travel with you all the time too.
they're very, very. They do a good job.
Yeah.
So it works in their service.
Yeah, Daisy's not going anywhere. Capone's more.
You know what's funny is Daisy's the one that took off down the street though.
I know. That was weird.
Which we were kind of surprised that she did that.
You weren't here though.
Of
Maybe
course I wasn't here.
Maybe she wasn't. She went looking for you. She's like, "Where's Jay?"
Angie always yells at me that she needs to walk because I guess the Yorkies, their legs get bad. The back legs.
Oh,
And
really?
sometimes they get locked. I gotta pull her legs a little bit.
Really?
Okay, come on. So every morning now, I try to take them for like a half walk,
Yeah.
just to get them outside.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine being a dog and sitting in the house all day.
I know. They're going to Columbus with you. You told me.
Yeah, they'll be in Columbus.
That's awesome.
I don't think I'll bring them to the
No, it's too many people. But people will be asking for them. You know that. They're famous.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we did jaywalking.
I know. It's been forever. We didn't even do it last time
Good boy.
at the Fit Expo. We didn't have time.
You're too cold in Vegas, I think.
It's okay with the jacket.
I think the weather's actually starting to break a little bit now.
Yeah, finally.
By March, we start hitting the warm weather here, so.
Yeah.
My question is, what's the Arnold going to be like?
I think it'll be cold.
That's the big question mark.
You mean weather-wise?
Dude, I've been there when it's been like summer. I talked to someone there, they told me it was 70 degrees in January. There was a day in January, 70 degrees.
Well, that's a fluke.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much it's kind of changed,
Yeah. I'm looking forward to some cold weather, maybe some snow. Actually, I don't even care.
No, we don't want snow.
No?
No, because it's going to hold up everything. Remember last year it snowed when we flew in, we did that appearance?
Yes.
So I'll be at Bullfrog Nutrition on Thursday night.
Yeah.
We land and go, it's like 5 to 8 is the event. So we'll be there at Bullfrog Nutrition Columbus. So if you guys are getting into Columbus early and you want to come check out me, I talked to a guy this morning, guy called me.
Oh, nice.
And he said he'll be there, and I'm sure there'll be a bunch of other people, John Meadows. And
It was pretty big last year. It was a big event.
yeah. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's always good to go to Columbus. We kind of go on our own now. I don't have a booth there, so I'm gonna be hanging at Atomics a little bit, and then we'll be. I think I'll stop over at Alpha Prime for clothing a little bit.
Yeah.
But yes, I did want to shout out to Val at his auto spot. I'm trying to actually book some events in Toronto right now.
Oh yeah.
So you Canadian people, I am working on getting up there for sure.
Well, go in the spring.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm gonna go. They want to look for March.
March, April, not bad. Yeah, after the Arnold.
Yeah, like week the next weekend or the weekend after.
Okay. It's still a little cold.
That's what I'm kind of looking at right now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. You always come when they're blowing the leaves up.
I know,
there.
dude. I was just telling you this morning. Usually I come on Monday, and today is Thursday. I'm like, hey, we're good. We're not gonna have to deal with the leaf blower, and they're here. What the hell?
This is the private leaf blower. So this is like for the individual home. So I looked at a couple of homes this week. I don't know if I told you that.
Here?
It's actually, I looked a little bit like out towards like California a little bit, like off the strip right there.
Oh, okay.
And I looked at these Tesla homes, which are like solar powered.
Oh shit.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
Tesla
I'm just
home.
getting kind of a feel. You know, I talked about this. I'm gonna do like a, when I'm really buckling down to start really planning, I'm gonna do like a house tour.
A house hunting series?
Yeah, like a series on, you know, doing the house.
That'd be interesting.
See what people, see what their reactions are, you know?
Yeah.
And what, get people's opinion on which house they like, you know?
Yeah.
You know, Vegas has its own kind of style of homes.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're gonna have, everyone's opinion's gonna be.
No.
It's funny though, when I look at homes, bro, like everyone now is into this contemporary modern thing. And I still have that New England taste a little bit. There was this house I almost bought. I don't know if I ever told you this, but before I won the Mr. Olympia, you know, I built a house in Utah, number one. I was going to move to Salt Lake.
I remember that.
Up on the hill. I bought that in 2005, but I actually had a house that I was looking at. It was in Boylston, Massachusetts. So shout out to you Massachusetts people. And, you know, Carrie and I were going to move back home.
Oh my God.
And, you know, move into this crazy house. But then, you know, as I was training for the Olympia, you know, I ended up winning the Olympia, and then I built this house, you know.
I can't imagine you moving back.
You know, I missed my dad at the time. My dad was coming back and forth, and,
Okay.
you know, my family, and,
Yeah.
you know, remember, that's around the time we talked about maybe starting a family or whatever. You know, it came that around that time. Like, you know, she had miscarried that year, if you remember.
I remember.
And I started to think, okay, where am I heading with this? And then, of course, I win the Olympia, and then it goes haywire.
Yeah.
So, remember when Dave Enders talked me into buying the Porsche Cayenne that he had?
That we took pictures and everything.
Oh my God! Where did we take the pictures? At his
At his home
place?
in
Didn't he have a
Newport.
house in Venice at that point?
No, he was in Orange County. We picked up in Orange County. Remember?
Oh, we did?
Yeah, Newport Coast.
No, I thought it was at his house.
No,
Didn't he have a house in Venice, like in Marina?
he did. But I remember specifically going to Orange County to pick up that car. I think he had just moved at the time.
What, was he in a condo or a big house?
No, big house in Newport Coast. We had brought Scrappy. And remember we took that nice pictures with you holding Scrappy, the sunset and stuff?
Damn, I wish I could find that picture.
Dude, that was a great picture. I wish we could take video back then. That would have been an awesome video, you know. But we didn't at the time.
Yeah, I wanted that vehicle so bad, bro.
Yeah, I remember picking it
I
up.
bought it, and I was living here at the time.
Yep.
I remember I had all these cars. I remember I had to park them like sideways. And
That was a sick car.
Matt used to laugh. He'd be like, "Oh, Jay's bored. He's went out and bought another car." You know?
You used to bend the rims all the time on that car.
I remember I came home where your car's parked right now, and I went to go move the car, and it had a flat tire. And I remember, dude, it looked like Carrie had taken the 7 Series, and I had those crazy rims on it.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, it looked like she literally drove over a curb as fast as she could. That's how bent the rim was. And she's like, I didn't feel anything.
Girls should not be allowed to drive nice cars.
For you guys that your wives or your girlfriends or whatever bang up your rims, man, how many rim problems do I have?
Dude, still today.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. I have all these cars and
It's never them.
Market wheels, man. It's always something, you know.
It's never them.
It's what, you know, I had my first car when I was 14. I did mention that, right? The Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
But I bought this sports car in high school. It was a Mazda RX-7. I thought that was a shit, man.
Yeah.
Now I look at those cars on the road. I'm like, the thing is so tiny. How did I ever fit in that thing? And I remember I was like the cool kid driving to school every day. That was like my dream. I remember seeing it sitting at the car dealership, and I'm like, man, I want to buy this thing. And I don't know what I paid.
Did you buy
for
it used?
Yeah, I bought it used, but I don't know what year it was. 80. It was an 80 something, I think.
Yeah, they were.
But it
cool.
was like had a brand new paint job, and it was all done. And I put like a boom box, a speaker box in the back.
Oh, jeez.
So I had the speaker. And then I bought the Jeep later. You know, I had this Jeep, and then I put the boom box in the Jeep.
You're totally flex-weedered it out.
But it was so. That's how Massachusetts was, though. Is that like you looked forward to the summer so much, and you're like, okay, what can I get to enjoy the summer? And I'm like, what's better than a Jeep? Take the top off. You know, cruise to the beach. I remember we used to go to Hampton Beach and we'd cruise around the strip, and like you'd even have the top down. Of course, I was all jacked, you know. I used to buy these posing trunks from Andreas Colling. Remember Andreas Colling?
Of course, yeah.
So I used to buy my trunks, and I would buy the fluorescent pink and the fluorescent yellow ones. That's what I posed in if you look back at my Teen National pictures.
Yeah.
But I used to actually wear those when I went to the beach.
Oh,
like I'd lay out.
What did Carrie say?
She didn't give a shit. I mean,
You would do that today, chicks would go nuts, dude.
Would they really?
Oh my god. I don't think
you
it's
look foreign,
weird.
right? So you
Yeah.
foreign people,
Yeah.
like that's just common. You guys wear like the bikini bottoms, but
Yeah.
I used to lay out because I wanted to get a solid tan.
Right.
And that was the cool thing to do. There was a section like where all the guys kind of wore their posing trunks, kind of.
The bodybuilding section.
The shit that we did, man, is just, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. Today it's like a big no-no to wear. Can you imagine wearing someone in Vegas at the pool party wearing that?
They do. It's
They
like,
do?
Yeah.
Oh,
they do.
good.
It's kind of like a. I mean, a lot of guys wear the bikini bottoms, especially if they're foreign. But yeah, I don't think a lot of chicks would think that's
No, they don't think that's
too
hot.
much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They don't
But
think
I remember it was like it was yesterday, and that was like halfway to Chris Aceto. Like I used to drive by there in order to go to his place.
Okay.
And
No.
that was funny.
Good old days.
Good old days in Massachusetts.
Damn. You say you were looking at some listing in California recently. You told me also some guys. You're still getting some listings
Yeah, I'm
from
getting a lot of places still in Marina, where I used to have the old condo. You know, I got a bunch of listings from there, but
Nice.
unfortunately, there's some sort of like tax or whatever that stays there.
Oh, really?
So it doesn't have the resale value really. So he sent me some stuff on Glencoe.
Oh yeah.
Amazing what shit sells for though over there.
So expensive.
Man, should have bought 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But I never thought I'd actually be in California probably back then, you know?
Yeah.
When someone asked me the other day when I was in San Diego this past weekend, they said, how long you been in Vegas? And I had to think about it. 18 years.
Oh, two? Yeah.
18 years I've been here, bro.
Crazy. Doesn't seem that long when you don't think about it.
Yeah, I moved to California in 99. So that's over 20 years. I've been on the West Coast. You definitely lose that. You lose that, Massachusetts slang.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But California is still. I mean, I go there, and besides the traffic,
I know.
it's awesome. You know, how's Gold Gym Venice been lately?
It's good. It's not overly crowded or busy, but I'm assuming the last couple of weeks before the Arnold, probably a lot of people will go right before, right after. They kind of do a pit stop a lot of time, but who else did I see from out of town that's not there?
You know, Asty's doing the show.
I know. He should have been because he won it last year, remember? So technically he was qualified already. So Morgan is doing it. I was hoping he would come by Venice first, but no, I think he's going to go
So
straight.
you're going to see him in Ohio. You need to get a
For sure.
a shot of him.
Of course.
That's the big, just for you guys that don't know.
Morgan, yeah.
He's massive. He won the amateur last year.
Yeah, he's probably like close to 300 on stage.
Yes, a lot of interviews. That'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who do you guys want to see us interview? They haven't got on. I know we still got to get the Sean Ray interview still.
I know. Do you
Kevin
think we
Levrone, I still want to get.
Do you think we could do the Arnold? It's going to be too crazy.
We can get him in a place. I mean,
yeah, it's noisy.
The problem is when we interview people, like, he actually mentioned coming to Vegas and doing it.
Oh, yeah?
But, he's going to be out for my show. For the
maybe we could do it then.
The Cutler event.
Yeah, maybe we can do it then.
Which is it's in 9 weeks, 8 weeks or whatever. So.
Yeah, they'll come fast.
But listen, Supplement Line's doing awesome for you guys that are purchasing the products. we do have Valentine's Day sale, 25%. I don't know when this video is going to launch, but
Soon. I want to say something about the line though. I got to mention this because everybody is. Those commercials
yeah,
that you've been doing, people are loving them. How they're like,
no
I never.
script,
Do you just wing this?
just wing it.
People are like, I never knew
come
Jay
up
was
with
so
a thing,
funny.
I
And
come up with a thing, and I just say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and then we get a little. We throw in a little bit tidbits of like, you know, like J Mac kind of puts the video guy shoots it.
yeah,
He's like, hey, why don't you do this or that?
that's
But
awesome. You got to keep making
the new
those.
Sour Series, guys. I did the Generate this morning, which just launched like 2 weeks ago. That's the amino, essential aminos. Unbelievable taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. You know, new protein launches next week. The chocolate.
Are we behind? I thought you
Cocoa.
said end of January on that.
Yeah, it's just, you know, production, bro.
Okay.
You know, holidays. And
I
all
couldn't
that,
wait
so,
for that to come out. Yeah.
Perfection. Everything's perfected.
Yeah.
So thank you guys always for the support with that. A lot of good stuff happening, but listen, there's a lot of brands out there. A lot of brands you can choose from. Hopefully you guys will give a chance to do mine. You know, if you get on the email list, we do deals for everyone. So make sure you watch jcutler.com, cutlernutrition.com, whatever,
Yeah.
and get on the email list.
Yeah.
Become an email member. And just for that, we're going to run the sour commercial in front of this video. So make sure this
All right.
sour.
I have to remember that. Okay. I just posted it this morning, actually, or on the in front of Sergio's video.
Until next time, we're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then we'll keep killing it up.
All right.